Oh no, what have I done? Also, don't call me that! What is your bone and why are you picking it with me? What have I done? What crimes have I committed? What error have I errored? I don't know. Ended this straight. Oh, did you show up at the very end of the... Was that the last one? I guess it would be the last one. You were there for the Steins Gate one. Did you just, like, show up right at the end? Sorry. My B? I mean, no, it's your B, but, you know. It's definitely somebody's B. My phone rang for exactly 2 seconds. I think that was my mom being like, immediately remembering that I stream at 3, so. Nope, just kidding, she's calling back. One moment. I have to take a phone call. You get those images ready. I knew she'd forget. That's okay. All right, what do we got? Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let me... One of these days, I'm gonna be able to do this quicker than that. All right. Glorious. Love it. Wonderful. Beautiful. Oh man, you got a bunch today. Goodness gracious. Hell yeah. I love it. Oh god, they're coming in so fast. I'm losing track of where I am. All right, third one. Ah! I love it. My heart can't handle all these. All right. Oh, this is too many. This is too many. My heart can't handle this many. I listen. I can only handle so much cute. Okay, I can't. It's too much. All right, that one's pretty sick. I love the art style. It's so, I love it. It's like painted. They got the it's so cool. I love it. Oh my lord. What the fuck is he doing? What is he doing here? Boy, this is one of those situations where, golly gosh, I wish I could read Japanese. I can't translate the picture. It's a stream. I didn't know you were there. How was I supposed to know? I can't just know. What the fuck is he doing down here? What the fuck is that? Oh my goodness gracious. King Okabe, great answer. Oh my god. Stop this. That's illegal. All right. Incredible. Thank you for that. I'm sorry I left, but also I could not have known, so, you know. There it is. Kurisu Nyan Nyan. It would be, Christina Nyan Nyan. Chrissy Nyan Nyan. I don't know. Started college. Awesome. Way to go. Good luck with the colleges. I hope it wasn't too overwhelming for you. Hope you had a time that wasn't bad. An experience. That's that could be good or bad. Mixed. Sounds about right. Well, I hope it goes well overall. Best of luck to you in your college endeavors. All right. Steins got surprise. That's not sure if that's something you want to hear, but was it a good surprise? Was it a bad surprise? Also, what was it, I guess, is the bigger question. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Was it... Were you on good terms, or were you on... or was it, like, neutral terms? Just someone you happen to know? That happened to me in high school. But... not end well. Neutral. That's fair. I hope it goes... I hope that ends well for you. I hope that goes well. I don't know what else to say. Good stuff. Yeah, that's about right. I hope you continue to be friends. All right, Steins Gate. I believe it's Maho time. The Japanese office of the Global Brain Science Comprehensive Research Organization, they need a acronym STAT. GBSCRO. Jesus Christ, that name. In Wako City, Saitama. Nice. Hyajo Maho had tried her best to hold back a yawn, but in the end, she'd given up and opened her mouth so wide it covered well over half her face. Well, now she got me. The office of the researching. One reason was that she'd gotten caught up in talking to Kurisu last night and only ended the conversation after it was late into the night. Speaking of late into the night, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'm back on a regular ass sleep schedule. I'm going to sleep at night and waking up in the morning. Crazy. I imagine that's gonna last at least a week. At most a week. Okay. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Oh jeez. I'm sorry, but also, you know, we make our decisions in life, you know? At first, they'd been discussing the research and experiments she'd been doing, but at some point, she'd gotten sidetracked into talking about Okabe Rintaro. Evidently, he'd been ignoring calls from Kurisu for the last few days. Kurisu was much madder at him than she was when he'd ignored her the first 8 times. It was the first sign of femininity that she'd ever seen from Makise Kurisu. I like how it was the first sign of femininity that, not that she'd seen from Amadeus, specifically, like, overall, it's the first sign of femininity she'd ever seen from Makise Kurisu in general. That's pretty funny. That's fair. I've been on like a Fire Emblem kick lately. I've just been, anytime I'm not streaming, I'm playing some kind of Fire Emblem game. It is out of control. Just stay. Oh my god, that sucks. I hope you're okay. Yeah. It was cute enough that Maho couldn't help but take the chance to get back at her for all the teasing she always did. She'd ended up staying a lot later than she'd intended. Hey, Shadow Anime. Yo! And since she was too energized to sleep by that point, she'd gotten out Kurisu's old laptop. She'd started to fiddle with it to see if there was some way to crack the password, and the next thing she knew, it was morning. For response, I'm trying, all right? I gotta work on getting my brain off autopilot. He has a lot of those. Understandably so.
やっぱりプロにでも頼んだ方がいいのかしら。
何の話だい?
She suddenly heard a voice behind her and almost jumped out of her chair.
そんなに驚くことないじゃないか。
Oh, it's Best Boy. It's Best Boy who has done nothing wrong. Which Kirby game? I don't think I played either of those, so I cannot. I'm gonna go with the 50-50. I'm gonna say Star Allies. Enjoy my completely uninformed opinion and. Well, shit. Now it's a tie. If only there was another person here to break the tie.
教授戻ってたんですか？
ついさっきね。
He raised up his hands and showed her some plastic bags from a nearby convenience store. He'd left to go get lunch 10 minutes ago, and she'd been sure he wouldn't be back for a while.
それにしても日本のコンビニは食べ物の種類がいっぱいで本当に素晴らしいね。
I have heard that. I want to go to Japan so bad.
毎日違う弁当を食べても1週間もすればすぐに新しい弁当が出る。
So badly do I want that.
しかも店によっても味が違うから毎日コンビニでも飽きないよ。
コンビニのお弁当ばかり食べていると栄養偏りますよ。
ははは。それでもアメリカの食事に比べればかなりヘルシーだよ。第一、食事についてのお説教だけは魔法には言われたくないね。
Probably be told that. Or I'd probably be told what? That I should eat better, that I should eat healthier, that I'm gonna get fat. I mean, the ship's kind of sailed on that one. I mean, I'm not fat, but I'm certainly not fat. So, you know, I'm not Daru fat, but it's food. Yeah, dude, it's America. We have deep fried mayo balls. I don't know. I really wish I hadn't said that. I don't know if that's a thing, but I just made myself sick. I worded that into existence, and I really wish I hadn't. Gross. No, you're wrong. You're bad, you're wrong, stop it. Yeah, my diet is not great, but it's also not the worst, you know? He was right. Nutrition wasn't an important consideration for Maho. If there's anyone I'm more like, it's Maho. Just not in appearance. And I'm not like Daru in appearance either. Stop it. In fact, she ate mostly cereal and meal replacement shakes, which made her diet very unhealthy.
ところで何をプロに頼むって？
あれはなんでもないです。なんでも。
Nope. It wouldn't bother her if Leskinen found out, but for some reason she suddenly decided not to tell him.
そうかい？
The
私でできることな
best choice you've
ら
ever made,
力になるよ。
ありがとうございます。その時はお願いします。
She stood up and headed for the door.
魔法、どこへ行くんだい？
気分転換も兼ねて秋葉原に行こうかと。
So, yeah, I mean, she was brain control. Like I felt so bad for Maho in that one. That was awful. That was like, my heart. I don't want to think about it anymore. Stop it. Don't bring that
気
up.
分転換
It's
で行
sad
くにし
now.
ては随分遠いね。
It probably made it worse that there was no background music the entire time. It probably would have been, in fact, that probably would have made it more heartbreaking because the music would have been like emotional and shit. The fact that they didn't even need it. Like my worst stream for that reason. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm glad you enjoyed it, but holy shit.
ウィンターローに会いに行くと素直に言えば許可しよう。
そんなんじゃ。
違うのかい？
ついでに会いに行ってもいいですけど。
Okube had a laboratory in Akihabara, Kurisu had told her that last night. She'd said something about how he'd been avoiding it for a long time and only recently started going there again. Maho was a little interested in it too. You'll feel right at home in your lab coat.
言っときますけど違いますからね。そういうのじゃないですからね。
私はまだ何も言ってないよ。
というわけで、今日は研究は休みます。
Dude, if Maho isn't in the next game, I'm gonna be like excruciatingly disappointed. It's she better be in it. I'm gonna be so mad. She's like easily, hands down, like she's easily the best new character in Zero, like 100% hands down best like newly introduced character in Zero, and like in the series overall, I would say she's easily top 5. Like obviously, Mayuri is number 1. Okabe is probably my number 2. Luca is probably my number 3. And then, yeah, I'd say Maho is number 4 and Suzuha is probably number 5. There's my top 5. I didn't think about it that hard, but there it is. There's my top 5 Steins Gate characters. First Kurisu and now the professor. Why did they keep trying to make everything about romance? Suzuha's too low. Well, then that's what your list is for. That's my list. Thank you very much.
っていうか、ああいうのもセクハラよね。今の世の中じゃ。
What the fuck? That's an incredibly specific threat. Don't. Also, for one thing, she wasn't going to Okabe's lab just to visit him. She wanted to see him again and see if she could get any hints about the password. He had said he didn't know, but he'd probably been able to come up with more than she could on her own. That was what she'd thought after seeing how he interacted with Amadeus. You could call it a woman's intuition. It's weird that you have so many. It's weird that there have been that many so far. She was thinking about that when she changed trains and got off at Akihabara Station. She felt like someone was watching her and spun around. She felt, it was a weekday, but the station was crowded. My brain like reset and started to read the topic. She looked around at all the people, but none of them seemed to be paying her much attention. Non-threatening. Yo, DVD! Shout out to DVDs. Shout out to books. She whispered to no one in particular as she started to walk again. Kurisu had told her the location of the future gadget lab. She wasn't that familiar with the layout of Akihabara, but if she needed to, she could ask for directions. What if she came in unannounced and Okabe wasn't there? That bothered her a little, but she decided she could just leave if that happened. Her eyes lingered on the junk parts lined up in the bins at the shops as she walked when... She felt someone looking at her again. But when she turned around, she still didn't see anyone. She started walking again, and then went around a corner and into an alley. And then she was sure of it. Footsteps. She could hear them behind her. Of course, that was nothing special. She would often be out walking at night and hear footsteps behind her. She'd speed up her pace, only to see an irritated man walk past a moment later. But this time, for some reason, she was sure it wasn't that. She decided to try walking faster and found the footsteps went faster too. When she went slower, so did they. I don't remember this. I don't remember who this is. My instincts say Moeka, but I truly don't remember who this is. Whenever she saw a scene like this in a movie, she imagined that she'd just kick the guy in the face. Now that it was actually happening, she was way too scared to turn around. She fumbled for the phone in her pocket. The idea of calling the police never occurred to her. The only thing she thought of was the name of the man she was trying to meet. She picked it out of her call history and pressed the button with trembling fingers. Oh.
お願い。
Oh my god. I'm trying so hard not to make another fucking Wokia joke. I'm trying. Oh, it's really hard. The footsteps overlapped with the sound of the ringing.
岡部さん、助けて。
Oh. The footsteps were almost on top of her, just when she couldn't take it anymore and was about to start running.
もしもし
Right. Yeah. He's surprisingly reliable despite his lack of physical capability. She heard a voice coming from the other side of the phone.
もしもし、岡部さん。私、ヒア城です。今、あなたのラボのすぐ近くまで。
She didn't get to say another word. By the time she'd realized that someone had grabbed her from behind, the phone had already slipped from her hands. What the fuck? Who was it? I truly do not remember this.
これは
Who the fuck was that? I was gonna say Moeka, but Moeka has no reason to, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. I asked oh, it couldn't be Moeka, she's here. I forgot she was here. I asked Kiryu Moeka as I took the paper she offered me silently. She'd contacted Daru just 10 minutes ago and told him she was on her way to the lab. And she'd arrived right at the time she said she would. She must have been very close when she contacted him. What was she going to do if no one was here?
報告書。
Evidently, it was a report about her investigation thus far. The stack of papers was shaking a little in my hands. I still felt some unease when Moeka was in my presence. Maybe it was just because of the anxiety meds I'd taken right after she said she was coming, but I was still doing a lot better than yesterday.
どう？おじさん。
やっぱりそう簡単に見つかるもんじゃないな。
Dude, I love how serious he looks in this picture. Look at that face. That is a serious ass face.
そう。
She must have been expecting something, at least a little. There was an obvious tone of disappointment in her voice.
かがり、
Oh, screening. Alright.
どこで何してるんだろう。
Baboom. Screeny away. With no way to answer her, I just silently flipped through the pages of the report.
どうしたんオカリンなんか有力な手がかりでもあったん
I think this is probably before she called him. I mean, at least that's my guess. Like, otherwise, yeah, seems a little weird how casual he's being.
いやそういうわけじゃないんだが
I know these games tend to dip back and forth in the timeline,
見せて。
even when time travel is not being utilized. I handed the report over to Suzuha without complaint. I pointed to the part that interested me with my finger.
調査の中で一つ興味深い事実が浮かび上がった。この 1,2 ヶ月の間で椎名かがりという名の女性を探している人物が私たち以外にも存在するらしいということ。どういうこと？読んだままの通り。
Which meant my phone started ringing before I could finish the thought. Well, there we are. Normally I'd just ignore her and call her back later, but
悪いちょっといいか
for some reason I had to answer. That's what it felt like.
もしもし
もしもし岡部さん、私ヒア城です。
She sounded on the verge of panic, and my voice naturally rose to match hers.
どうしたヒアジョーさん
There's a part of me that's like
今、
morbidly
あな
curious
たのラボのすぐ近くまで。
if I had do I have it on auto right now? Do I? Because I shouldn't. Are we good? It just keeps going. Okay, we're good. I don't want it on auto. I was gonna say I have a morbid curiosity. What if I didn't answer the phone? Like, what if I made Okabe the biggest asshole? Immediately afterward, I heard what sounded like a struggle and then something hitting something else. This seems like yeah, this definitely seems like one of those auto answers. He probably would have just taken longer to answer it. And then there was only silence. That's true, yeah, he did canonically answer the phone.
オカリン何かあったん
From the tone of her voice, it was obvious something bad had happened.
知り合いが誰かに襲われてる。
マジ知り合いって誰
But I didn't stay to answer his question. Oh right, Daru hasn't met her yet. I grabbed the nearest thing that could serve as a weapon and ran out of the lab. Please tell me it's Future Gadget number 6. Please! She said she was close to the lab. Hems onward. She was coming to this from the station and she had chosen a route that not many people would go down. She was probably the alley directly in front of the lab. I saw someone there. They were tall and slender, and I could see a tiny silhouette struggling behind them. I knew it. The only girl that I knew that size was Maho. And I mean technically Nai. Well, I guess she's probably a little taller than Nai, right? Maybe a little bit taller. Oh, that's right. This bitch. Someone had grabbed her and she was trying desperately to escape. Oh my god, her face! Dude, Maho has the fucking best face. Ah! You're crushing my spine! Oh my god, yes! If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. The person who was holding her turned in surprise at my voice. Incredible. I love how he, like, in his panic, he always grabs the saber, despite the fact that it is probably the least weapon-like item in the lab. Like, just grab a chair or something, it'd be far more effective. Imagine whacking someone with a fake lightsaber as if, like, in an actual, like, life or death situation. You're fucked. You're fucked. It was only then that I realized that it was a woman and that she wasn't Japanese.
岡部さん。
おい、ヒアジョさんを離せ。
Or else I'll poke you with this literal toy. Did she not understand me? No, but she would have been able to guess what I was getting at.
その子を
That's true.
離
That's
せ。
something like a teapot or something, you know, something hard and heavy is the point, you know. I tried to strike a threatening pose with the weapon in my hand, with the toy in my hand. I think I finally realized that what I'd brought was the Sialoom saber. Still, it would serve as a bluff. Would it though?
もう一度言うぞ。その子を。
違うの、岡部さん。
Oh my god, I forgot fucking I forgot how much I love her slippers, her mismatching slippers. That might be my favorite thing about Maho's design is the fucking she's got the fucking mismatching slippers. It's incredible. She truly does not give a fuck. Still a buffoon. It wasn't? It wasn't like what?
Oh!
The woman let go of Maho and smiled. She walked toward me with her arms open wide.
Are you Maho's boyfriend?
はあ、ちょ。
Nani? Before I could ask what was going on, she'd wrapped her hands around my back and given me a firm hug.
だから違うって言ってるのに。
Oh boy. Oh yeah, she's total psycho, yeah. I had no idea what the hell was going on, but the two soft objects pressed into my chest kept me from moving.
それじゃあこの人はヒアジョーさんの知り合いなのか？
ごめんなさい。私が早とちりしたせいで。
I'm Judy. Judy Reyes. Pleasure meeting you, Mr. Okabe.
A woman named Judy Reyes offered me her hand, her broad smile like the sun itself. I don't know about that.
Nice to meet you.
That's a, yeah, definitely. She definitely has a better grasp of the, she has a better grasp of her own native language. For sure. It is...
日本語でいいわよ。
It is not Tommy Wiseau level. Holy cow!
え、教授って日本語喋れたんですか？
You might say her English is nice!
ええ、実はね。
知らなかった。でもどうして？
女も私くらいの年になるといろいろあるのよ。
Great job! Yeah. Her mischievous wink looked pretty good on her.
それじゃあ改めて。ジュディ・レイエスよ。よろしくね。
I returned her handshake.
岡部倫太郎です。
レイエス教授は今度日本で開かれる AI 関係の学会に出席するために来日したんですって。
教授っていうことはビクトル・コンドリア大学の？
サイコフィシオロジーを研究してるわ。
サイコフィ
精神生理学のことよ。つまり脳の活動によってもたらされる心の働きとか心の病気なんかについての研究をされているの。そういう意味では私たちの研究よりもずっと人の役に立つ研究をされていると言っていいかもしれないわね。
I mean, I definitely congratulate you. That is quite the accomplishment. I haven't been keeping track of my own, but yeah, it's not fun. It's not a good time. Oh, socially inept is my middle name.
そんなことないわ。
I guess
あなた
that's
たち
two
のアマデウ
names.
スだってこれからの発展次第では十分に役に立つ技術になるわよ。
そう言っていただけると嬉しいです。
In short, Dr. Reyes had happened to see Maho on the streets of Akihabara and had decided to surprise her by grabbing her from behind. Yeah, you know, perfectly normal behavior from a like scientific professional. I saw my friend on the street, so I decided to physically assault them. Isn't that fun? No. No.
でもレイエス教授も人が悪いですよ。駅からつけてくるなんて。
つける？魔法？私が？
ええ、後ろをついてきてましたよね、ずっと。
そんなことしてないわ。私はさっきそこのショップでたまたま魔法を見つけたからちょっと驚かそうと思っただけよ。
I'm good. It's like those people you hear about who are like, yeah, my friend group, you know, when we went to camp, we pranked him. Oh, how did you prank him? Oh, we beat him up. It's like we dropped shit on his head, and it's like, how do you hear this shit and not like, I don't know. Maybe that's what it means to be. Is that how friends work? I guess I still don't know. I'm good though. Pretty much yeah, what a great friend she is. What a phenomenal fucking pal. It's called me an asshole, right? That's certainly the way I see it. Maho had only just relaxed when Dr. Reyes' answer drained her face of its color.
ヒアジョーさんつけられていたのか？
ええ、確かにそう感じたんだけど。
レイエス教授誰か怪しい人物を見かけたりは？
Paul syndrome? Did you have you know somebody called Paul who did that? That's not cool. Dr. Reyes denied it with that unique shrug that foreigners always do. I looked back over the alley, but of course I didn't see anyone.
じゃあ私の勘違いだったのかしら。
Olga. Oh, yeah. I try not to think about those guys. I
きっとそうだわ。だって
gross.
日本は世界一治安のいい国でしょ。
Was it?
真帆はこの後どうするの？
私は
Reyes seemed to sense something in Maho's silence.
なるほど、そういうこと。それじゃあ私は行くわね。リンタルもそのうちゆっくり話しましょう。
That and like one of them is part of like a big like actual product company that is like getting hit with lawsuit after lawsuit. I just want them to go away at this point. Is that mean? I don't know if that's mean. I would like them to go away. Oh no, there goes my there goes my eventual like Logan Paul collab. Shit. Oh no. Oh no. They just no. They're here to stay, and I would like to just keep my distance. It's like when you see a loud, boisterous. Yeah. It's like you see this loud, like, obnoxious dude walking down the sidewalk. You're like, rather than, like, go up to them and ask them to stop or ask them to be more considerate, I'm just gonna step to the side and make some room. Just, keep my distance. Oopsie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Anyways. It's enough Paul chat.
Bye.
Steins game. She gave me a meaningful wink as she left. The station was in the opposite direction. Should I have said something? I got a strange sense that she was feeling me out, but it seemed like a waste of time to resist.
というわけで、彼女がヒヤジョーさんだ。ほら、前にセミナーで会ったって話したことがあっただろ。
Also, welcome to the lab, Maho.
お騒がせしてごめんなさい。
Get this woman a lab coat. Stat. I ended up taking Maho back to the lab, where everyone was waiting for my return. Join us. Suzuha had actually gone out once to look for me, but evidently by that time I was already gone. I was wondering about that. He like left in a panic. Suzuha just sat here for a little bit and like, I guess I should go check on him. After I gave an introduction and an explanation, everyone let out a sigh of relief. Maho seemed to want to ask a lot of questions about the lab, but I had something I had to finish first. Is Moeka still here?
どこまで話したんだったか。
他にもカガリタンを探してる人間がいるって話。
そう、それだ。それは本当なんですか、桐生さん。
本当。
Well, yeah, there she is. She was just sitting there in complete silence for like 20 minutes. Just staring at her phone. I looked down at Moeka's report where she'd written all the details. She'd even hired a private investigator to check it out. Which meant that it was probably true.
それが鈴葉という可能性はないんだろうか。
それは私も考えた。でも探していたのは男の人。中には外国人も。
Foreigners? Why would they be looking for Kagari?
こっちでかがりと関わりがあるのは私だけだ。それなのに一体誰が。
Obligatory, I need Steins now. I need it now. Give it to me now. something something gimme. Extremely boops. Moeka, you don't get a boop. Could it be CERN? Also, I was not planning on the boops being like a Streamly thing, but I suppose I can do it. Maybe CERN realized that she was from the future and had gone looking for her? But if that was the case, then Moeka would have to know about it. No, the Rounders were all given their orders individually, so it would make sense if she didn't know what the others were up to.
椎名かがりはこっちに来てもう12年にもなる。その間、知り合いができたとしてもおかしいことじゃないな。
つうか、むしろ誰かの世話にならないと生きていけないっしょ。
Something Maho has to be in it, or I will riot. That's true.
つまり、この報告からわかるのは、椎名かがりを知る何者かが、ここ最近何らかの理由から彼女を探しているということと、少なくとも最近まで椎名かがりは生きていたっていうことだ。
あ、そっか。
Unless they could travel through time like Suzuha, if they were out looking for her, that meant they'd known where she was until she disappeared. If people had started looking for her in the last few months, that meant she'd been alive until then. There was nothing else to be learned from Moeka's report.
どうする？
引き続き調査をお願いできますか？
If people were looking for Kagari and Akihabara, that meant she might still be here.
わかった。
She better be. She better be. Moeka took her payment for the work she'd done so far and left the lab. Daru had paid the bill. It seemed that when his future daughter was at stake, he was willing to spend money.
人を探しているの？
Maho had been looking around the lab with interest.
まあ、ちょっと知人をな。
Show off the gadgets. Show her the gadgets. Gadget time. It worried me that some of the people looking for Shina Kagari weren't Japanese. Also, boop, boop. Hold on 1 second. I thought I heard a knock at my door. I did not. She looks like a child at a candy store. Don't let her hear you say that. She will not be happy. Mary! She doesn't even have to appear on screen for me to lose my mind. Whoops. Hey Ocarine, what time are you getting home today? Something going on? I shouldn't be that late. I won't be coming home tonight. All right, I told you you get first pick at the response. What is your choice? Choose wisely. I don't. I literally I see the word Mayuri, her face, or like a tuturu, and I just go ah. It just happens. It's Pavlovian. So all right. Choices are: I won't be coming home tonight. Something going on, or I shouldn't be that late. I will cycle through them for you. Here, I'm gonna cycle like in beat with the music. Something going on in this. That's fair. Something going on. I met your mom and she asked me to cook tonight. What? This might be one of my favorites of the these little fucking stickers. He's so done. What? She has to go to a meeting for the shopping street, and she wasn't sure what to do for dinner. So Mayushi said she'd do the cooking, and she said that was okay. Are you sure? You're busy too, aren't you, Mayuri? You don't have to do it. Don't do it. It's fine. I'll make something good. Come home soon. I see. Really? Seriously? I'll be waiting. Danger omelet. Danger omelet. Oh my god. Incredible. Okube's family. I want to see Okube's family. Again, we need more. We need to see Okube's parents. We need to see Mayuri's parents. We need to see, I'm not too crazy interested in Daru's parents, but that would be kind of cool, I guess. Anyways. Kurisu's mom also, she's got mentioned a lot. Yeah, Daru's probably the least interesting, like, as far as family goes. Honestly, I think he's like the only one whose family has never really been mentioned. I don't think anyone's ever mentioned Daru's parents. He was grown in a test tube. They wanted to make the ultimate weeb. Not weeb, otaku. The ultimate otaku. 2D only. Alright. Even outside of CERN, there were people all over the world who would jump at the chance to learn more about the time machine. Yeah. That's true. They mentioned because they were supposed to be her parents too, because she's really bad at lying. If they somehow learned that Kagari was from the future, that could mean she was caught up in some kind of trouble.
それじゃオカリン、そろそろ冷や上司のことを詳しく。
詳しくって言われても、前に説明したぞ。
She was Dr. Leskinen's assistant, and both she and the professor had been very good to me. I was helping with their work a little. I told him all this before. They'd been very good to me, except in that other time when they weren't. But that didn't happen, so let's not talk about it.
例えば、冷や上司がこのラボのメンバーに加わってくれる的な超展開はありますか?
Daru?
ないだろう。
Damn.
じゃあせめて魔法炭と呼んでもいいですか? つうか呼ぶ!
魔法炭?
あれ? 名前間違ってた?
そうじゃなくて、その変な呼び方に引っかかったの。
Steins Gate.
でも魔法炭は魔法炭って感じじゃん。なあオカリン。
俺に振るな。
とにかくその呼び方はやめて。
だが断る。
He never changes, does he?
それでヒアジョンさん、今日はどうしてラボに？俺、ここのことは君に話したかな？
アマデウスに教えてもらったわ。今日は本来は話したいことがあったのだけれど、まあいいわ。噂のラボを見ることができたし、それになんだかあなたたちも大変みたいだから。
ひょっとしてあいつ怒ってたか？
ええ、とても怒ってたわ。連絡しても出ないって。
That's exactly what I expected, yeah.
え？何？それ何の話？
別に浮いた話じゃないから、いちいち反応するなって。
It's almost like he's the main character or something.
岡
It's
部さ
true.
ん、やっぱり辛いの？
He's quite
だった
important.
らテスターやめてもらっても。
あ、いや、そういうわけじゃないんだ。ただ、
I hated how I was starting to feel dependent on her.
また気が向いた時にでも話してあげて。あの子も寂しがってるわ。
わかった。
The word lonely made my heart ache a little. But even so, I still didn't talk to Kurisu that day. Several days had passed since Moeka had given her report. I had checked last night, and evidently there was nothing new to say. She had her deadlines for a magazine, she said, and couldn't spend a lot of time on it. That other group of people who were searching for Sheena Kagari concerned me, but I couldn't ask her to prioritize it over her own work. Oh no.
マユシーはとっても残念なのです。
I think I also forgot to eat today. That's probably not gonna cause any. That's definitely not gonna cause any complications later.
もしかしてクリスマスパーティーの話か？
楓さんと吹雪ちゃん用ができちゃったって。フェリスちゃんはお仕事で、ナエちゃんも店長さんと過ごすことになってて。
Probably not. Probably not.
ダルくんはユキさんと遊びに行くんだって。
We don't really have anything that I can like make quick, so
結構なことじゃないか。
I'll be nice and hungry for dinner. So I'd heard that Suzuha had gone through a lot of work to set that up. She was always complaining that Daru wasn't making his intentions clear with Yuki. But from Suzuha's perspective, her own existence was at stake. Even if it was already fated to happen, something might interrupt it. More than anything, she probably wanted to see her mom and dad getting along in this peaceful world. If something came out of this, it would probably make her feel better.
マイレもクリスマスは家で過ごした方がいいんじゃないのか？
She needs to
この
stop
前
pushing
おじさんが
that
ケーキを
shit.
予約してたぞ。
Let them chill.
お父さんに会ったの？
家の近くでばったりな。マユリをびっくりさせるために大きいのを予約するんだって張り切ってた。
let them cook.
じゃあその方がいいね。
あ、言っとくが今のは聞かなかったことにしてくれ。せっかくのおじさんのサプライズだからな。
わかったよ。でもオカリンはどうするの？クリスマス。
Suzuha is easily a gourmet 5-star meal. You cannot make that in a day. Let them cook you. Oh, that got me.
特に予定はないかな。うちはもともとそういうことする家でもないし。
The guys at school were having a men-only drinking party, but I hadn't been invited. I kept telling them she wasn't, but they insisted on thinking that Mayuri was my girlfriend. Some of them had it out for me because of that.
確かサンタさんにプレゼントが欲しいって言ったら、朝枕元にお野菜が置いてあったんだよね。
What?
どう見ても前の日の売れ残りのな。クレームをつけたら、うちはキリスト教じゃねえって逆ギレされた。
Oh man, best Christmas ever. I got a fucking radish under my pillow. Oh man, Merry Christmas. You're not wrong. Honestly, I'm amazed I actually grew up all right. Yes, Mr. I don't know if I'd say grew up all right is accurate, Okabe. Does the phrase ring any bells? I don't know if that's like a normal thing people do who had like a normal upbringing. Right. Well, if you could call how I ended up all right.
クリスマスが終わったらコミマがあって、そしたら
I
も
mean, if you
う
like
お正
vegetables,
月。
yeah, it's just free food.
一年あっという間だね。
I'm not a huge vegetable enjoyer, so
そうだな。
it hadn't flown by for me at all. I'd gone through the same span of days again and again. Yeah, that's true. This year, for Okabe, this year was easily like double the length of a year. Like, a normal year is like 365 days, but he repeated so many fucking days. He went through like 2 years in the span of a year. For me, the year had been unimaginably long.
そうだ。ねえオカ
It
リ
was
ン。
all fucking
クリス
August.
マスパーティーはできないけど、お正月パーティーをするのはどうかな。みんなで初詣に行って、それからおせち料理を食べて、今年もよろしくって言って。
Oh my god, she's so sweet.
ああ、いいんじゃないか。
だよねだよね。
Probably. Yeah.
後でみんなに聞いてみるね。
Munchin. Nice. Oh, God damn it. There we go. Yeah, almost. I don't think they ever like specified how much time, but yeah, it was probably long ass time, way too much time. Mayuri stood up to go.
さてと、マユシーはこれからお買い物に行ってきます。
買い物？
ふぶきちゃん用のコスでね、急に小物が必要になっちゃって。
そうか。気をつけて行ってこいよ。
Yeah. Easier to keep it vague.
そうだ、オカリン。ルカ君がね、オカリンに何か相談があるみたいなの。
あ、
Oh yeah, he called. That's right, Lukako had called me. After that, Moika had come, and so much had happened that I'd forgotten. How dare you forget, even though I also forgot. Knowing Lukako, since I'd told him I'd call him back, he'd probably been waiting for me this whole time.
わかった。こっちから連絡を取ってみる。
お願いね。じゃあ、行ってきまーす。
By all means, enjoy your pancakes. Mayuri put on her coat, waved, and went out the door. Alright, I should get in touch with Lukako. I should indeed.
ルカ子のやつ出ないな。
I'll try my best to catch you up if you miss anything important. If you do end up going for the pancakes, which again, I will not judge you. Pancakes are awesome. Oh well. I'd have to send him a Rhine. I typed in my message and sent it. Sorry, I forgot all about yesterday. And then I waited for a while for a response to come back. For poisoning. Don't send that voodoo my way. There was no sign of him even reading the Rhine message. Was he busy with something? For a moment, I thought of going to the shrine to see, but if he was busy, I didn't want to bother him. He'd contact me when he had time. Just when I was thinking about that, I heard the footsteps. Bleh, I heard footsteps coming up the stairs outside the lab. I hate to break it to you, it did not work. I'm good. It didn't sound like Daru. Daru's steps were a lot heavier.
どうぞ。
こんにちは。
ルカ子。
よかった。岡部さん、ここにいてくれて。
Yo, Luca, check your phone. It was Lukako, the boy I'd just been trying to get a hold of.
すまない。この前の件すっかり忘れてたんだ。それでさっき電話したんだが。
Every time the
本当だ。ごめんなさい。僕の方こそ気づかなくて。
every time the music disappears, I like start to panic in my mind, like, oh god, did I turn it off again? No, there's just happens to be no music here. It's fine. He looked guilty, as if he'd done something wrong.
いや、別にいいよ。
No, you are fine.
それより寒いだろ。入ってくれ。
はい。
But he hesitated, seemingly distracted by something behind him.
岡部さん、相談の件なんですけど、実はその前に会ってもらいたい人がいて、連れてきたんですけど、いいですか？
会ってもらいたい人？
Lukako moved slightly to the side. The girl appeared behind him.
はじめまして。
Hello? What? Impossible. The girl there was...
クリス。
よろしくお願いします。
No.
どうぞ。
I mean, aside from the hair, like the red hair, again, her hair, like her hair is actually red, whereas Kurisu's was like a reddish brown. It honestly doesn't even, she doesn't even look that much like Kurisu. She does. She resembles her a little bit. But I guess with Okabe, he's like a bit traumatized. Also, dear God, what have you sent me? She does share the nose. What nose? I don't see a nose. Oh my lord. I'm not even gonna fucking... Alright.
ありがとうございます。
I offered her a cup of tea I poured out of a plastic bottle, and she thanked me in a voice that was almost impossible to hear. For my part, it was all I could do to keep the hand holding the cup from trembling. I took another good look at the girl sitting across from me.
似てる。
Not really. Like, kind of vaguely. Like, if you like blur your vision, I can see how you can mistake the two. It's all you. That is a decision there's a cross you're going to have to bear, I'm afraid. Not like Lukako. The girl in front of me looked just like Makise Kurisu. Her tawny hair. Hold on, one moment. Google. Gotta Google a word. I don't know what that word means. Tawny, a brownish orange to light brown color. Okay, but I don't know what the fuck you're looking at. That's red, my guy. You're just... That's not... No. No. Her slightly slanted eyes, her unconcerned expression. I could see that. I mean, like, if it weren't for the eyebrows being like sad eyebrows, I could see the face, kind of, a little bit. Again, not really though. It's just fucking red. I'm telling you, it's just red. Right now, there was no sign of her strong-willed nature, but other than that, they were identical. No, they weren't! Okabe. When I'd first seen her, my heart felt like it was going to stop. But on closer inspection, some parts were different. Like the size of her breasts. Really? Just that, you know, just that one thing. Yeah, yeah, similar. I would say similar. I would grant similar. Was she about our age? What do you mean, is she about her? You know how old she is. She's 22. We've established this. Oh, does he not know it's her yet? Hold on. Did we not establish that? The game established that, I think. Did it not? No, I think you should. I thought, I was like, I could have sworn somebody said Kagari. It was you. It wasn't the game, it was you. I was very confused. I swear. I was like, the game said Kagari at some point. No, you did. You yelled it. So very confused. Okay, so gotcha. I knew Lukako had a sister. Could this be her? You confused the shit. Congratulations, you have officially confused the shit out of me. She had a quiet air about her that seemed similar to Lukako. But I thought I remembered hearing that Lukako's sister was actually quite cheerful.
Okabe-san?
いや、それでルカ子は？
It's the narrator.
ルカ子？
ああ、失礼。俺はそう呼んでるんです。その女の子みたいだから。
I just realized that it was a pretty rude nickname. But it was a habit now, and there was no changing it. I mean, you could. You could.
そうなんですね。
Her expression softened just a little. She really did look just like her. The expression is a little more. Yeah, I could definitely see it a little more now. But I took a shallow breath and forced myself to relax.
で、ルカ子、この人は？
その前に話したことがありましたよね。お父さんのお客さんが泊まってるって。
The eyes are way more blue. And the hair, like the hair is a completely different color, and the bangs are like a completely different shape. Again, I will grant you similar, Okabe, not identical. Then again, he is very traumatized, so, you know, we'll give him a break.
聞いたけど、それじゃもしかして彼女が？
はい。
That was a surprise.
ルカ子の父親の知り合いというから、てっきりもっと年配の人かと思っていた。
違うんです。正確に言うと、お父さんの知人が連れてこられた方で。
おお。
Yeah, like the length of the hair is pretty similar. The bangs are completely different. Yeah. Oh, what? So this wasn't the person who was talking about Harumi. What? Was somebody... What? That made me feel a little better. I think that's referencing something I forgot about.
それで相談というのは
Yeah, I feel like
この
they
人についてな
probably
んですけ
mentioned
ど。
something previously. Harumi is a place. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know who was talking about it.
名前を教えてもらってもいいかな。いつまでもこの人じゃ話しにくいだろ。
Her face clouded. Did I say something wrong?
実は相談というのはそのことなんです。この人が誰なのかを知るにはどうしたらいいでしょうか。
It took a moment before I understood what he said. Yeah, I definitely don't think it was mentioned this time. It was probably like during the last chunk. And I just don't remember.
待ってくれ、ルカ子。それはどういう？
記憶喪失なんだそうです。
記憶喪失？
はい。
それじゃあ名前も？
はい。
どこの誰かも？
はい。
どうして？
わかりません。
Of course not. If she knew, she wouldn't have amnesia.
でもどうして俺に？
岡部さんなら記憶を取り戻すいい方法を知っているんじゃないかと思って。ほら、岡部さんよく人間の脳とか記憶とかすごく難しい話をたくさんしてたから。何でもいいんです。私が自分のことを取り戻せる方法があれば。
待ってくれ。確かにそういう話はしていたが、それはただ興味があるだけで専門的なことは何も。
I knew how the brain worked and how it was laid out, and I knew what amnesia was. But bringing back someone's memories was a different matter. Even the latest medical technology would be useless. Unless, of course, you had your memories stored on a system like Amadeus.
そうですか。
The girl was visibly disappointed.
だったら何か身元を調べることはできないでしょうか。カナさん、本当に辛そうで。
カナさん？
仮の名前だから
Yeah.
カナとルカさんのお父
There's
さ
so
んが
much faith in him.
名前がないと不便だからって。
Better than Nanashi. Like, it's...
ずいぶん安直だな。
it's pretty rude, but it is better than Nanashi. Is that okay?
いつまでも名乗る名前でないのだから それくらいの方がいいと。
I couldn't tell if that was deep or not. Probably not.
なんとか
John Doe.
な
I
らない
mean,
でしょうか。
I think she would be a Jane Doe, but yeah.
名前だけでもわかれば。
It's not.
なんとか力になってはやりたいが、やっぱり更新所なんかに頼んだ方がいいんじゃないのか。
更新所、探偵さんみたいなものですか？
ああ、でもそれだって何か手がかりのようなものがないと厳しいだろう。財布とかカバンとか持ってなかったのか？
そういったものは何も。
何も？別に大したものじゃなくてもいい。一つくらいありそうなものだけど。
一つだけ。ただこれが手がかりになるのかどうかは。
She slowly took out a handkerchief, as if it was something that was very important to her. Whatever was inside must have been the one thing she was carrying.
見せてもらっても。
はい。あれ、もしかしてお客さんかな？
I just realized. Boop. Alright, we're good now. Almost at the exact same time Kana opened the handkerchief, I heard Mayuri's soft voice from the front hall. Evidently, she was back from shopping. Suzuha was behind her, too. That was a rare combination. Had they run into each other on the way?
あ、まゆりちゃん。ああ、ルカ君。ルカ兄さん、そちらの人は？うちに泊まっているお客さんで。
Kana bowed her head a little. For some reason, Mayuri gave a happy little sigh as she looked at the handkerchief in Kana's hands.
それ、ウーパですよね。
Inside of the white handkerchief was a faded Upa keychain.
好きなんですか？マユシーもね、ウーパのこと大好きなのです。
もしかして手がかりというのはそれか？
It was an old Upa keychain. Was that really a clue?
でも、このウーパ、いつ頃のものかな？
She's holding in the urge
古い
to
みたいだけど。
scream mama. It really did, come to think of it. Upa was a character from the Rainet Kakeru anime. Upa products had only been around a few years now, but the one I was looking at was very old.
これ、もともとは緑色だったんじゃないかな。だってこれ、森の妖精さんバージョンだもん。
森の妖精さん？
この前やってた映画に出てきたんだ。あ、ほら、マユシーも持ってるんだけど、ここのところのデザインがちょっとだけ違うの。
I couldn't see any differences at all.
このキーホルダーね、
That's because
な
you're
かなか売ってなく
blind.
て、ずーっと探してたんだ。そしたらこの前、ルカ君が見つけて買ってきてくれたの。
I like that her getting the Fairy Forest Upa keychain is like it has to happen because she gives it to Kagura. Like I love that for some reason both her death in the Alpha Attractor Field and her like acquiring one of these keychains are both like fixed events in time. Like it's so like of all the
たま
things
たまお店を覗いたら売ってたから。
like no
しかし
I
妙
get
だ
this
な。
keychain.
この前の映画のグッズなら
Just a
発売してすぐのはずだ。こんなに古くは。
cry? You're gonna make me cry. Only then did I realize how pale Kana-san's face was.
大丈夫ですかカナさん。
具合が悪いのか？
大丈夫。
Kana tried to stand up and almost fell forward. Lukuko quickly grabbed her.
そうだ。何か冷たいものを。
I went to get a bottle of water out of the fridge when I noticed that Suzuha was staring at Kana in shock.
鈴葉？
そう。
え？
Strangely, Kana wasn't the only one who was shaking a little. Suzuha was too.
嘘。そのウーパー。
どうしたんだ、鈴葉？
私は知ってる。そのウーパー、それ。
おい、鈴葉。
Kana staggered a few steps toward Suzuha, and then a few steps more. It couldn't be. No, there was just no way. But
もしかしてお前かがり
what?
お前はかがり椎名かがりなのか
Kana's eyes went wide when... and she slowly collapsed to the floor. Well, good job, Suzuha. You killed her. No. Oh, shit. All right, well, that's it for today. No, it's too early.
どうだ？少しは落ち着いたか？
はい、おかげさまで。
Time for my pancakes. I do actually, I have to go to the bathroom now. You did not do it. Do not take credit for it. That doesn't even make any sense. All right, bathroom break. Alright, I had to get something to eat. I was... once I stood up, I realized I was starting to feel a little weak, so just grab a snack. So, I am back at full power. Hungry. Also, my cat is in here, so you will hear some meow meow meow. Kana had passed out after hearing the name Shina Kagari from Suzuha, but with help from Lukako and the girls, she woke up 10 minutes later. No, it's the big one, but... yeah, the little one is no longer a little one. She is bigger, and she does not come over right now. She is still out at my my grandma's house. But she still didn't look very good.
ルカ子、それにマユリ、すまないが、何か冷たいものを買ってきてくれないか?
She's somewhere. Hey. Come participate. Come participate. Come on. Come up here. You've been summoned. You've been summoned. Oh. You're gonna leave your adoring fans waiting? Didn't she look positively thrilled to be involved in this? She's a sweetie. Alright. You back over here. I don't imagine she's gonna stay for long. Don't. That is not yours. Do not eat that. Alright. Anyways. Okay. There. Okay. Game. Well, now now it's weird because I turn the whole monitor, but it works. Alright, there we go.
それから、額に貼る冷却シートのようなものもあると嬉しい。
I felt bad for Lukako, but I probably didn't want either of them hearing what we were about to discuss.
わかった。
See that? You're loved.
ルカ君。
You have a fan. You have an internet fan. Aren't you? Doesn't that excite you? She looks absolutely thrilled. She doesn't look it, but I can tell you she's ecstatic. She's over the moon.
あ、うん。
Lukako seemed interested in hearing about what was going on, but still, he went along with Mayuri. Oh no. No, do not. No. Just no. Just no. What happened next was the problem.
カナさん。
かがり、お前、今までどこで何をしていた？
Suzuha opened her mouth the second Mayuri and Lukako left. Her words were as sharp as a knife blade, and Kana looked terrified.
一体どういうつもりであの時？
待て、鈴葉。彼女は記憶を失ってる。
なんだって？
And now she's gone. I explained what... Oh, okay, she wants out. Give me 1 second. That was awkward. I explained what had brought Kana here.
記憶喪失。それじゃあどこで何をしていたかも。
Yeah.
ああ。 でもその前に確かめなければならないことがある。
Whether or not she was really Sheena Kagari.
カナさん、
Same.
はい。
Big same.
さっきしていた話は覚えてるか？
はい。
どうする？続きはもう少し回復してからにするか？
いえ、大丈夫です。
She was clutching her upa so hard that her fingertips had gone white. But there was a light in her eyes that as she looked up at Suzuha.
じゃあさっきの話を続けよう。鈴葉、お前が彼女をかがりだというその根拠は何だ？
Well, that wouldn't help at all because they're not biologically related. That wouldn't do anything.
そのウーパだよ。
Be like, well,
それはかがりが肌身離さず持ってたものなんだ。ママにもらったんだって。
these are
お守り
different
だって
hairs.
ずっと大事にしてた。
Kana slowly opened her hand. The tiny old Upa was staring up at us with a silly look on its face. A present from her mom. A present from Mayuri.
カナさんはそのウーパだけが自分が持っていたものだって言っていたが。
はい。記憶をなくして倒れていた私がただ一つ手にしていたのがこのキーホルダーだったそうです。
倒れていた？
はい。
どのあたりで倒れていたんだ？
千葉の参道です。県境あたりの。近くのお寺の住職さんが偶然通りかかって見つけてもらったそうで、その後しばらくはその方のお寺でお世話になっていたんです。
Thank you. I'm grateful you feel that way. I'm glad somebody enjoys my passion, my art.
ですがお寺は修行の場でもあるので長く女性を置いておくこともできないと。
それでルカ子の家にというわけか。
はい。その住職さんルカ君のことを女の子だって思っていて、それで年の近い女の子のいる家なら私にとってもいいだろうって。盲点だった。まさかこんな近くにいたなんて。
The guest that Lukako had mentioned a few days ago was probably that priest. Which means that Kana, no, Sheena Kagari, had been there the whole time. We'd been searching blindly for her without any idea. And she'd been there the whole time. Oh, Kirby could fit there. I'm sure there would be a way to squish one in there someday. If only I'd taken Lukako's call, we wouldn't have had to go through all this.
それでカナさん、君はかがりという名を聞いて何か思い出すことはないか？
Who has sent me a rhyme? Oh, Ferris, I'm about to reveal an important secret to you, nya? I mean it. That's it, really? That's the whole thing. That's it. That's the whole message. There's no this. Let me send one. Let me send an emoji. Damn it.
正直を言うとよくわかりません。ただすごく懐かしい感じがします。
No, Mr. Braun does not get a Kirby because he's not a lab member. Only lab members get Kirby's. That is the rule.
それに
Kana's words cut off as she looked at Suzuha.
その先ほどの方、まゆ姉さんのこと？まゆ姉さん？
あの子は椎名真由里というんだ。
まゆりさん。
Nai is also not a
あの
lab
方を
member.
見
What are
た
you talking
時
about?
なぜだかすごく温かい気持ちになりました。
Even if she was Sheena Kagure, she would only have known Mayuri after she'd grown up. I mean, she better be. Like, in the next one, if she's not a lab mem, that's a good, yeah. But as of now, she is not, so no Kirby. But her appearance can't have changed that much, which meant that it would make sense that seeing her would stir some feelings within Kagure.
ねえ、それもう一度見せてもらってもいい？
Doesn't even make sense.
はい。
Just like a frog Kirby. Now we're exiting the entire point. Kagure handed the old Upa over to Suzuha.
やっぱりこれかがりが持ってたものだよ。では私はその椎名かがりという名前だったんでしょうか。
そうだな。まだ確証があるわけじゃないが、そう考えるのが妥当だと思う。
Cribbit.
いや、間違いない。彼女はかがりだ。そのキーホルダーが何よりの証拠だよ。まゆ姉さんがかがりにあげたものなんだから。でもよりによって記憶喪失だなんて。
The keychain probably did belong to Kagure, but she also could have been gifted it by Sheena Kagure, or she could have picked it up off the ground. Of course, Suzuha said that the keychain was very important to Kagure. It was unlikely that she'd drop it or give it to someone. I mean, it's also worth noting that she looks almost identical to the childhood version of herself from the picture that Suzuha literally has on her. Like, she doesn't look that different from when she was 10. She's just taller and has bigger boobs. Like, that's it. She really kind of looks exactly the same in both, like, face and hairstyle. So, like, I think that's a pretty good hint, right? Which meant... Then the door opened, and Mayuri poked her head through to see what was going on. No, don't do the sad toot-toot. No, the sad toot-toot is not allowed. No, you can't do that.
大丈夫ですか？
ああ、悪かったな。わざわざ。
いえ。
The drinks and cooling sheets were taken out of their plastic bags and put on the desk. I'm starting to get a headache. This is not good. I hope it goes away. Lukiko waited a moment for her to take a sip of the drinks he'd bought, then spoke with a quavering voice.
かなさんはあまねさんの知り合いのかがりさんという方だったんでしょうか。
そうだな。そう考えるのが妥当だと思う。
そうですか。よかったです。名前だけでも分かって。ルカ君。
Kana, that is Kagure, smiled gently when he saw how relieved Lukiko was.
でもそれなら
Yeah,
あまねさんは
I'm
か
not
がりさ
sure.
んの本当のお家を知っているんでしょうか。
I'm gonna hope it goes away soon.
いや、それは。
鈴葉はかがりさんと子供の頃ご近所だったそうだ。でも12年前に引っ越してしまって、それからの行方がわからなかったらしい。そうだな。
So this is the second, like, fake relationship that Suzuha has that she has to lie about.
そうなんだ。それで最近急に懐かしくなってオカリンおじさんに相談してたんだよ。
そういうわけだ。だから鈴葉にもかがりさんの家族のことやどこに住んでいたのかはわからないらしい。
そうなんですか。
Right. Flawless deception. That was the only answer I could come up with. If we told Kagari that she was a time traveler from the year 2036 who'd come here 12 years ago, it would only confuse her.
あとは
I don't see what's
彼
possibly
女が記
confusing
憶を
about
取り
that.
戻してくれれば何がどうなっていたのか全てわかるはずなんだが
Nothing could be less confusing than that specific interaction. She'd learned her name and met both Suzuha and Mayuri. Mayuri's presence alone had to be a big deal. Uncle Ocarine, thank
係
you.
さんはい係さんの上のお名前はなんていうのかな。さっきはよく聞こえなくて、だ
Uh-oh.
からよかったら教えてほしいな。その岡部さんたちのお話だと椎名と、ああ、じゃあマユシーと一緒だ。マユシーもね、椎名っていうの。椎名マユリ。
Busted. I mean, then again, Mayuri is Mayuri, so, you know.
椎名マユリさん。
Rintarose's first name. That would be funny. It's like, your last name is my first name. Crazy.
嬉しいな。マユシー、同じ名字の人に会ったの初めてだよ。そうなんですか。うん。だからこれからよろしくお願いします。はい。こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
Mayuri was using her natural cheerfulness to try and open up to Kagari. Yeah, Rintarose's first name. That to be fair, it like gets very confusing because the like just the way Japanese names work. A lot of times you'll hear it depending on the localization, they'll like flip it to make it match with the native language. Sometimes they'll leave it, like in this case. I think it literally flipped like the normal localization of Zero has them flipped to be like to match with the way English speakers name, so it'd be like Rintaro Okabe, but then the apparently the Committee of Zero patch flips them back to make them so that they match with the to make them consistent with Steins Gate, which I like. I like that it's consistent, so now they say Okabe Rintaro. It's very confusing, but yeah. If it worked, maybe she could bring back her memories.
ルカ君から聞いたんだけど、
Yeah, I think the anime does it
記
that
憶
way.
喪失なの？
They'll say Makise Kurisu, Shina Mayuri. Yeah.
はい。それって自分が誰かも忘れちゃうってことなんだよね。はい。そっか。きっと辛いこといっぱいだよね。だって自分の大好きな人のことも忘れちゃうんでしょ。それってすごく悲しいことだってマユシーは思うのです。
Dude, she is so sweet, so freaking sweet. Ah, I'm dying with the cute. She's so kind.
だからね、うまく言えないけど、マユシーもお手伝いするから頑張ろうね。
Mayuri smiled. No, stop. I could see Kaguri's eyes well up with tears.
急にどうしちゃったのかな。マユシー、何か変なこと言っちゃったかな。そうじゃないんです。ただマユリさんの言葉を聞いてなんだか嬉しくって。 シーだけじゃなくオカリンもすずさんもルカくんもみんな同じ気持ちだよ。もちろんです。僕も
She's the
できる
best.
ことがあれば
Just the best.
何でもしますから。
She's just the best in
あ
every
り
way,
がと
shape,
うご
and
ざい
form.
ます。ルカくん、まゆりさん。
I could leave Kaguri to Mayuri and Lukako, and she'd be just fine. The question was what to do now.
ルカ子、頼みがあるんだが。
なんでしょう。
かがりさんはもう少しお前の家に置いてもらってもいいだろうか。その間に俺たちは彼女が今までどうしていたのかを調べようと思う。
はい、もちろんうちは構いません。
鈴葉もそれでいいか。
分かった。
Suzuha probably wasn't completely happy with that, but she nodded anyway. Our first priority now was getting back Kaguri's memories.
それじゃあルカくんのお家に行けばかがりさんに会えるんだね。まゆしーも遊びに行っていい？もちろんだよ。ね、かがりさん。はい。
鈴葉もできるだけ顔を出してやってくれ。その方が記憶を取り戻すにはいいだろう。
オーキードーキー。そうだ、クリスマスパーティーができないから今ね、お正月パーティーをしようかなって思ってるんだ。かがりさんにも手伝ってもらえると嬉しいな。え、いいんですか？私なんかが。もちろんだよ。ね、ルカくん。
Yeah.
一緒にパーティーしましょう。
Party? Alright. Anytime you got three girls together, they'd start chattering like birds. The girls, although one of them was a guy, began to chatter away. I had my own work to do. First, I had to let Moeka know we'd found her. I suppose... Can I send a rhyme to Moeka? Oh, wow, yeah. I was gonna call her, but that's cool. We found Shina Kaguri. Knowing Moeka, she'd respond almost immediately. No, wait, where? A friend who works at a shrine was taking care of her. She was found on a mountain path near the Chiba border, but she's lost her memories from before then. She was that close? Wow! We've been looking for whoever is after her, but can't find any info. It may be a pretty big group. It would be a big help if you could keep it up. Okay. Gotcha. Fair enough. Alright, have a wonderful night. Best of luck with the colleges. The colleging. Bye. That was all I needed to do for Moeka. But I was still interested in the group who've been looking for Kaguri. I will do my best. I don't know how much longer it's gonna go. It all depends on how bad this headache gets. I also wanted to know what she was doing lying on a mountain path. Yeah, why not? What was she doing out there? And with only an Upa? Could she have been running from someone?
ルカ子、ちょっといいか。
はい、なんでしょう。
かがりさんをなるべく神社の外に出さないでほしい。
どうしてですか？
理由は聞かないでくれ。頼む。
はい、わかりました。岡部さんがそう言うなら。
Couldn't hurt to be careful. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna end it after it goes to the next next transition. I think I'm gonna call it, because Jesus Christ, it's getting worse. It's not good. It couldn't hurt to be careful. If it was nothing, then that was fine. Once Kaguri got her memories back, I'd know for sure. Nobody knew when that would be, though. Well, here we are. Oh, I feel bad. It's too early, but oh god, I can't. Yeah, I can't keep going. It's not getting any better anytime soon. So that's that short one today. I mean, I guess almost 2 hours, so not like extra short, but like, and I did get to the chapter transition, so that's not terrible. Orbital eclipse. All right. Bye.